Hi, welcome back to Hostpark C channel and back to Code Java, the Java basic series here. Today the topic we are going to see topic is called static and dynamic binding in Java. The previous session I explained about the final keyword. Okay, so today topic is very important and exclusive whenever for interviews Java into anything. This is a fundamental question asked in many of the IT companies into. Let's go for session today. So very simple and small concept today. These are concept generally the type of object oriented programming in Java as well as derived from the polymorphism. So today's session we are going to see what is binding and what some static and dynamic binding with examples, and at last difference between the static and dynamic binding. First here now understand what is binding. Binding is nothing but you can say connecting a method call to the method body, that is called as binding. I am again repeating, connecting a method call to the method body is called as binding here. There are two types of binding is there. One is called static binding, or you can say early binding, and another one is called dynamic binding. So for static binding, here when type of the object is determined at compile time, that is by the compiler, it is known as static binding. And also if there is any private final or static method in a class, there is static binding. So static binding is one where mechanism where the object is determined at the compile time only, that is compile time. But in dynamic binding it's opposite, quite opposite, where runtime only it will create, runtime only finding the determine the object. Let's go for example here, where I have a small example here, and see here I have one program. So remember, moreover, one more is, for example, static binding you can say that is method overloading, but dynamic you can say method overriding. So here I have a small program where I am writing the program class human and public static void walk, that is a method I am passing here, and system.out.println human walks. Then I am extending the base class human with the help of by. So public class by extends human. I am expecting, I am again repeating here, I am using the public keyword because I am using the some online compiler. If at all you get error means you can avoid this keyword public here. And public static void walk. So again I am calling the method, that is void walk, and SOP I am writing by walks like that. And now I am going to complete the procedure here. So I am writing public static void my string arguments of then human. I am creating the object reference where human object is called the new by of, then human another object I am writing is called new human of. At last I am finishing with the object at work of and object at work. So whenever try to give like this the object parameter passing, what will happen? It will go and pass to the void walk method and printing the human walks one time, first time object. Again I create a same object, so again it go and print the human walks second time. So it won't respond for this overriding method of void walk for the by here, that is the extension class. Let's go for a demonstration. So you have to remember static binding means method overloading. Possible increase the font size here. Yeah, here. So here whenever after creating the object reference, human object reference, it go and go to the base class of class human and try to print human works only one or two times. Let's see here. Yeah, it print successfully executed. So it printing at compilation, compile time only, at compilation or compile time, it printing human works one time and human works two times, because we created two times object here created. Let's go for dynamic binding. So dynamic binding, when type of the object is determined at runtime, it is known as dynamic binding, or you can say late binding also. So that is static binding is another name is early binding, dynamic binding another name is called late binding. So we will go for the example, and last we come for the difference between, go for the example here, small program where based on the previous one only. So here I have a program. So here I am writing the program called class human where overwritten method. Just now I told you dynamic binding means you have to remember method overriding. I am writing public void walk of, then SOP human walks, then I am going to extend the class where I am applying the public keyword for my compilation. So class demo extends human. So I am going to extend the base class with the class demo and overriding method. So I am again writing the method public void public void work of, then SOP boy works, then public static void main where I am going to complete the program, and the reference is of human type and object is boy type only here. So I am writing human object is called new demo of object creating and passing the values, and also another object I am creating human object is called new human of, and object dot work of object dot work of. So at last I am completing. So whenever try to this, what happened, this here we have created the object human object with a new demo class, another one called human object, another object with a new human class. So whenever give like this, this is called, this is overwritten method. The value it go and pass to the void work method, so it print the human works. First it go and pass to the extended class, that is class demo, where it go and print the boy works. At next time, after next time creating object, no, so after creating successfully at runtime, remember whenever go for dynamic binding, it will run the program runtime only. So it will again pass the method to the first class human, or try to print the void work method, so it print the human works. So let's go for execution. Execute, we'll get the clarity of answer here. Sorry. So you can try the variety of methods as a fresher. You have already about class and objects. So overwritten method. So simple and easy. The Java is a program. Yeah. So successfully executed. So first time it go and extend the class demo class. It go and print the SOP boy works. At last it print the human works. Pass to the first part of the program, that is class human and print human works. So successfully executed. Let's go for a difference between the static and dynamic binding. So here the static bind is used by private, static and file members also. For the virtual methods in Java, the binding is done at the runtime in accordance with the runtime object also. While static binding uses type information, dynamic binding makes use of objects for binding. Remember the important point. While static binding uses type information, dynamic binding makes use of object for binding. Then static supports overloading, while dynamic binding supports overriding. So like that we can try a variety of examples in your free time. Okay, these are the information about what is binding and static binding and dynamic binding with real-time examples. At last the static and the dynamic binding difference also. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, comment in the Postbox CA channel, and stay tuned with social media like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. Thank you.